Welcome back to 100 Lies the God Culture teaches about the Philippines. Today's lie concerns the voyage of Jason and the Argonauts. Timothy Jay Schwab claims Jason and his men sailed the Argo all the way to the Philippines. In his video Greek Oceanus World River and Rivers from Eden lead to the Philippines, Tim says the following.
And this one is extremely curious. Check this out. Once again, very ancient. 7th century BC, folks. From Mimnermus. Aeetes, city, now that's odd. Aeetes, Attis, that's a tribe in the Philippines. How about that? Now that's very curious. Also, there's a fruit there in the Philippines called Attis. So also that could be invoked. But just curious. We don't know for sure. Can't make that connection 100%. But boy, we keep seeing such possible ties, which don't seem to be coincidence. Where the rays of swift Helios, the sun, lie in a golden storeroom. Why is it a golden storeroom? Because it basically encloses the Garden of Eden. The walls are lined with gold, which is why Solomon did such with the temple. He was copying the Garden of Eden. Wow! The land of gold, literally being invoked right there. At the edge of Oceanus, where godlike Jason went. So Jason and the Argonauts is a story that goes geographically at some point as far as the Philippines, which means they circumnavigated Africa because they left from Greece and they didn't fly helicopters. Even the Attas mentioned could be, very well, the tribe from the Philippines, likely. Ends in the land of gold and Garden of Eden, Philippines firmly. From Africa, goes to the far east, where Prometheus, Gadriel, stole knowledge of good and evil, giving it to the man. Well, that happened in the Garden of Eden. It all fits, it all ties, and they had to circumnavigate Africa all these many times, okay? These characters, especially in the Odyssey and the Iliad, they're going there physically in their ships. Even Jason and the Argonauts went to the Philippines. That's what it says.
There are quite a lot of unbelievable claims being made in these two clips. First, let's deal with the citation of Mimnermus, which situates Aeetes in Oceanus, which is far away from Greece. The fragment of Mimnermus to which Tim is referring is discussed by Strabo in his geography. He says placing that city so far away outside the inhabited world makes the quest of the Golden Fleece implausible because the expedition is supposed to have taken place in well-known and populous regions. But why would Mimnermus add an element of myth to the well-known story of Jason and the Argonauts? Because as a poet he adapted and embellished it to fit his own artistic needs. Secondly, let's take a look at Aeetes city. Tim attempts to connect this word linguistically with the Aeta tribe as well as the Attis fruit, which is not even native to the Philippines but was introduced during the Spanish occupation nearly 2,000 years after Mimnermus lived. Both connections are wrong. Take a close look at the punctuation of the citation. Is Tim illiterate, or did he simply miss that apostrophe which indicates possession? Aeetes is not the name of the city but the name of the ruler of that city. Aeetes is the son of the sun god Helios. It is from him that Jason stole the Golden Fleece. The Golden Fleece was found in Colchis, which is also where Aeetes lived. Colchis is by no means anywhere near the Philippines. It is located on the coast of the Black Sea next to Georgia. Here is a map detailing the travels of Jason and the Argonauts. Jason and the Argonauts did not sail to the Philippines to find the Golden Fleece. Tim's ridiculous interpretation does not fit the facts of the story at all. Aside from the Argonauts, Tim also mentions the characters, especially in the Odyssey and the Iliad, as visiting the Philippines. Again, this is more nonsense. The Iliad is all about the Trojan War, which occurred in Turkey, and not about epic traveling around the world. The Odyssey is about the wanderings of Ulysses after the end of the war. Here is a map of his travels. Tim's claims about Jason and Ulysses sailing to the Philippines are preposterous. The travels of the Argonauts and the Odyssey are poetic and mythical, and the action of those stories takes place nowhere near the Philippines. Tim points to these tales as absolute historical proof that the Greeks were circumnavigating Africa to sail to the Philippines. That is because there is no actual history to support his claims, so he is grasping at anything he can get his deceitful paws around. That Jason and the Argonauts sailed to the Philippines is merely one more lie about the Philippines being taught by Timothy J. Schwab, who is the God culture.